Yukio as we prepare here for race 1. A reminder, John Reynolds, your pole sitter, Michael Rutter alongside. Shaky Byrne there, bike 4. Can he do it this race? And Plater right alongside. Steve Plater on the Honda. Revs are up, ready for a start, and they're away. Jump clean. He looked like Reynolds got away very sharply indeed. Reynolds on the left-hand side, straight up the hill. Shaky Byrne's gone with him. Plater's having a look down the inside, but it's Reynolds first. And round the outside of him, Michael Rutter. Now there's the view back. We're riding with John Reynolds. And Byrne is threatening. Good start from Reynolds, though.
Yeah, very good from John Reynolds. The power of that big 1000cc Suzuki. And now we should see it down the straight. Shane Byrne right in the slipstream. Fastest part of the circuit, about 165, 170 miles an hour.
He's done it already. Look at that, straight through. Shaky Byrne means business. Pushes past John Reynolds, but the pair of them already looking the class of the field.
Very much so, but they have been really this latter part of the season, haven't they? Now, that was a brave move from Shane Byrne. On board now with Steve Plater in the Honda. Listen to that big V-twin as it thumps its way around there. Foot off the footrest there from John Reynolds.
And a big challenge there from Steve Plater on that black and red Honda. Straight through down the inside. Maybe that slip cost Reynolds.
Yeah, I think it probably did, but Steve Plater, very brave there. He crashed at that corner Mansfield last year, but he's very much on it here today at Cadwell Park as they come into the mountain section. Looking back from John Reynolds Suzuki, 75 behind him, Glenn Richards. Watch the front wheel paw the air as they come up towards Hall Bend.
Yeah, talk about on it. He's up into 4th place already, pushing very hard behind Reynolds. Great stuff from him as we ride 2nd place now with Plater, and another foot off the foot pegs. That time it was Shaky Byrne. In close, now getting the power down. This is really good stuff from Steve Plater, pushing really hard early. So tight in here, 2nd gear. He's really starting to line him up as Steve Plater having a look down the inside, up into the hairpin. He's through. Steve Plater, bike number 5, the Honda through. And straight back again, Byrne. I'm going to win this race. I'm going to win this championship. Byrne stamps his authority, pushes it back through. All of this playing into John Reynolds' hands. Back across the stripe again.
And look at Reynolds on the inside here, but he can't do it this time around. That was interesting then. Plater was fast into the hairpin, but Shaky Byrne got the drive. He got to turn the bike back and he got himself through.
And just behind this trio as well, Gary Mason just picked up a spot there from Glenn Richards on the Kawasaki. So battles all the way through the field, but this trio at the front starting to clear off. Reynolds fighting back there, having a look down the inside. Plater's got that covered though. Got to hang a right. No, he hasn't. Famous last words. Reynolds round the outside.
Yeah, now Steve Plater riding a defensive line. John Reynolds went right round the outside. Now we're looking back from the Suzuki. That Honda behind, and you can hear the Suzuki screaming itself as John Reynolds really revs the thing out back towards the gooseneck.
Okay, hanging in tight. We've got a Plater eye view here. Down there, this is where he was so strong before, Steve Plater. Sounds fabulous. Now here's the view back from Reynolds. Plater stalking us, menacing looking machine. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, it's Plater lunging.
Such a tough part of the circuit. It's about trying to get over there fast, but if you leave the ground for too long, you get wheel spin, you lose momentum at that point. Plater again, jamming it on the inside.
A big lunge. It worked yet again. Fabulous stuff now. Can John Reynolds switch back? Reynolds looking over his shoulder there as though he's really distracted.
Well, he will be, because Gary Mason now on the Virgin Mobile Yamaha is going really good. Number 8, young Gary Mason. He's really moved up into the 1st division this year, and certainly here at Cadwell Park.
And the run down the back straight with Reynolds has been so powerful, but this time around, at least at the moment, Plater starting to clear off. Now, Plater having a run, having a look down the inside. Is there room? Look at Reynolds going very, very deep there, and there's contact. Reynolds pushing his way down the inside. Both of them survive it, but John Reynolds forcing past Plater.
Well, on board with Steve Plater, and that is the Rizla Suzuki down the inside. I do think that John Reynolds maybe ran out of brakes. It's not normal for him to bash people out of the way, but they've both stayed on, fortunately for him.
And look, Plater's back. Plater's pushed his way back already in another part of this circuit where he's been so strong. This is Biff and Barge.
Well, this is Steve Plater's local circuit. I know he was determined to get a good result here today, and it is looking good, but he would not have been happy about that. Even if John Reynolds had run out of brakes, it doesn't count. You're not supposed to smash someone off the track.
A quick old part of the circuit as well. Once again through this long sweeping right-hander, preparing the big run down the back straight. And bear in mind, we are heading back to the scene of the crime where it all happened a lap ago. Now, is JR going to have another lunge? Here's where it all happened. He's having a look down the inside. Much more judicious sort of performance there.
Yeah, now John hasn't been that strong on that corner previously, but it certainly seemed to work last time around. Back at the front, they're starting to stretch away a little bit from Gary Mason now.
Hey, that was a moment there. Huge moment.
Yeah, problem there for Steve Plater. I don't know if it was a loss of grip or a loss of gear at that point, but it's allowed number 6, John Reynolds, to get through.
Definitely a loss of place, though. down to third, although Plater having a little look down the inside there at Mansfield. Another little look as well on the exit. He's been strong there before. But interesting that these guys are not letting Shaky Byrne get away like they might have done earlier in the season.
There's no doubt the Rizzler Suzuki team have picked their game up, certainly with John Reynolds. He's getting faster and faster, and listen to that Honda. A loss of transmission there from Steve Plater. There's something wrong with his bike, and he's pulling over on the side of the circuit. I guess maybe the chain has come off, and it has. Look at that. The chain is off.
Oh, what's the paintwork, Steve? Terrible luck. Burns is down. That's Chris Burns on the second of the Virgin Yamahas. He's out as well. That's terrible. But as we come across the line for the last time, Plater losing his chain, that's uncanny.
Yeah, so disappointing. He was riding so well, but it's unique to Cadwell Park, and especially the mountain. As you come over there, the rear wheel leaves the ground, it unloads the suspension, and unfortunately, if you land a little crooked, the weight of the chain just makes it jump the sprocket.
Okay, we are on this last lap, as I said, and Shane Byrne is riding for this championship. John Reynolds is going to keep it very, very honest right to the end. Up the hill one more time. Can we get another desperado from JR under brakes? Not close enough.
Wow, this is so good, isn't it, for Shane Byrne? This will take the championship if he gets this thing home to the finish line now. Take it with a win. That's exactly what he said he wanted to do. Paul Bird will be over the moon with this, and he is doing a fantastic job. John Reynolds doing everything he can to close him down, though.
How many chances has he got now? Down the hill here into Mansfield. Not close enough.
Yeah,
Fast running out of corners.
He'll be making that Monster Mob Ducati very wide now through this section here, and it's tough to pass through here. The only person I've seen doing a good job was Steve Plater into the hairpin, so John Reynolds, I really can't see him getting this one. And look at him jump over the top there. His chain's all right.
Absolutely is. He wants to win this championship, and he wants to win it from the front. He's going to cross the stripe, take this win, and take the championship all in one go. Is Reynolds close enough? No way. Up into the hairpin. Through Barn, last corner on the circuit, just head down. He's going